FamilyExchangeFilm.com. It's only $5. It's only $5. You can pay more if you want. If you want to bless the ministry, you can pay more. Thank you guys for watching it. Thank you guys for being a part. Thank you guys. Thank you for doing that for my brother, man. We want to bring this kind of content to you guys all the time, but I'm telling you, man, God is so good, because you can literally have a thought, have an idea that's already God given to you. And what you have to do is take that and work with what you have to bring it about. It may not look like how you thought it was going to look, but you have to be able to just take that. You're not going to have all the answers. You're not going to have all the direction, but you're going to have to just have crazy faith that God is going to bless you and bless you. Help this come to pass. It's not easy. It's not easy, man. It's not easy, but you use your friends, you use your relationships, and you make stuff quality. San Nicole, who filmed the movie, she's a black female director and director of photography, and a regular director in Chicago. And you can't tell me that her film shooting quality is less than anybody's. She is dope. She makes stuff that's been on TV. And she hooked that thing up. Working with the kids, we work with the kids. We do have to support each other, Sister Misty. Support my homegirl Misty. She has a business called Soul Tide, sells all kind of men's accessories and stuff. Issa was in there. And so we got San Nicole, we brought her in. She brought a sound guy. We used all our acting stuff. Kev just had an idea that I wanted to make a movie, and he started writing. And when I made my web series, it did the same exact thing. He actually did it after I did my web series. Like, man, I want to do this movie, and we're gonna do it. And that's just how we've always operated. That's just how we've always operated. We didn't have the money. We didn't have the access. We were just like, thank you, because we were just like, we're just gonna do it. Issa's at the beginning. She's in the pool scene. When we were at the party at the beginning, she was right there at the beginning at that party. And so thanks, Scott Williams. Shout out to Scott Williams. What's up, Renzo? And so you guys, you have to start, and you have to start with something. You guys got to start. You guys got to put your mind at ease. The road's not going to be easy, but man, if you see the thing through, if you see that thing through, it'll come to pass. Tonight is just Santa Nicole, do your wedding. Tonight is just a small piece of what it's like, because the best part of the movie, I guarantee you, the best part of the movie for Kev is not the money and all that stuff. It's hearing the people enjoy the film, hearing the laughs. When you no, we weren't joking about the Bill Cosby part. I'll get back to you in a second. We just hearing the laughs, hearing the oohs and ahs and all. Thank Scotty Fingers, man. Y'all know Scotty from playing the keys with Kev. Scotty was the musician in the movie. And so it was just oohs and ahs and people. I wasn't there. That was in LA. I'm in North Carolina. And just hearing that part, hearing that people loved it, hearing that people were excited about it, hearing that people were blessed by it, and watching your children. I'm telling you, watching your children on the film do a good job. I'm looking at it, man. I've seen that movie tons of times, and I've said this in the scope, but watching it tonight and watching it with a crowd of people and people seeing it for the first time or second time, it was outstanding to just watch my son. I was so proud of my son. He worked so hard. He worked so hard on working on his lines. I remember nights he would cry because he couldn't get the line the way he wanted to, or I make him do it again, and I film him again, and I make him do it again. We just worked him. No, she wasn't in the movie. Man, let me tell you something about Lissa and Tammy. Lissa and Tammy don't like to be on film. So you got to understand, if Liz wasn't in this film, she don't like being on film. Kev really has to pull on her teeth to get her to do anything. If Liz ever gets on camera, Kev, it took a lot of convincing to get her on there. Yeah, Juju did great as the guardian angel. I was so proud of him. And man, we want to pull her teeth. And so it's not easy to do, but I'm telling you, you guys can do it. It's in you to do it. He puts the right people. He puts the right resources. The people that you need are already in your life, or they're connected to somebody in your life already to do what it is he has for you to do. The movie thing is just like our side of it, but there's already people around you, people of influence, people of stature, that are gonna bless you. They're already there. People are already set up like chess pieces around the board, but you just gotta start playing chess. You gotta, not chess. You have to start playing the chess. You have to start playing, moving the pieces around the board. Talk to people. Hey man, what do you do? What do you got? What's up? What you do? Can you do this for me? Can you help me out? If you start doing those things, man, people want to be a part of something great. All those, and I'm going to tell you, we can only do one part. Me and Kev can sit there and come up with story, trying to make the script better. Can't do that. But you know what we can't do? We can't play music. We can't film like that. We can't act every part. We can't tell every story. We can't do everything. But the people around you, there's so many people that were involved in this film that made it come to pass that you need. And I'm telling you, for whatever it is that you need, the people are already set up in your life right now. And you just have to tap into those people, tap into those things, and don't be scared. But we talked about it the other night. Start doing something. Start doing something. I'm telling you, because we didn't have money. We didn't have the money. I remember Kev did the crowdfunding thing, and he didn't even have the money for that. People weren't even putting into people weren't even putting into the crowdfunding stuff. They weren't even putting it into that. And at the end, Kev did this thing called Let's Pass $1 Around. And people just started, he was trying to raise $10,000. And people just started saying, you know what, I can donate $1. I can donate $1. And people just started doing $1. Then a real nice big donation came in. And I know who it came from, but I'm not saying because I don't want to put them on blast, because they didn't want people to know. Put a nice large donation came in that people just start giving $1. It was almost to the closing end of the crowdfunding thing. And you know, if you don't reach your crowdfunding, they just pretty much give the money back to everybody. So it was at the end, it was like 2 or 3 days left. And we didn't have the money, it wasn't coming in, and people just started giving. Kevin was like, give $1, just give $1. People started giving $1. So it went from like 2,000, then it was like 3,000, then 4,000, then 5,000, then 6,000. Then 8,000, and then we're almost at goal. People just giving $1. Then they just start getting involved, and then next thing you know, we went to 10,000. Then we went over, and then we got to 12,000. Then man, listen, it went bananas. You know what I mean? It went bananas, and it was just a blessing to see. Then you have to figure it out. Then here's the thing. Once you get that money, right? Once you get that money, you had to be a good steward with the money. So don't let God bless you with something, then not be a good steward with it. So now we had to sit down. We had to sit down and we had to budget. How are we gonna pay? We gotta pay for some stuff. Some stuff we gotta get for free. We gotta get Santa Nicole here. We gotta pay her. We gotta pay her sound guy. How do we pay that? Now you got to be a good steward with your money, because you only have so much money to go. Once you blow this 15, we don't have any more money. We don't have any more money after that. We don't have no other way. We don't have no other resources. We don't have anything. We didn't have a whole bunch of house to go to. Kev had to beg Lissa can I use this house? Lissa had let him use the house. We used what we had. All those people were already in our circle, because all we did was ask one person. I had used Miss Cindy to cast Flawed. Miss Cindy, as Kev talked about in the beginning, she was the theater director at One Church LA. And I remember I was trying to cast Flawed, and I didn't have a cast. I didn't have actors. I didn't have money to pay them. And I just was like, you know what? Can I help you? Can you, I need actors that want to act. And she was like, I have a whole trough of actors that want to act. Do you have something that they can act in? And God, she was already in my circle. She was already there. She was already in my circle. What I had to do was open my mouth. Go to, I'll tell you about Flawed in a second because I can't think about it right now. All I had to do was open my mouth. And then she was like, yes. And she said, she moved too fast for me. She moved too fast for me. I was like, I'm not ready. She was like, I can do it. I can cast it next week. Come in here. I'll get the actors again. We're casted together. We can. And I was like, I'm not ready. I had to push it back. I had to push it back because I wasn't ready. You understand? You think you're ready sometimes, and then I wasn't ready. I had to wait. Okay, give me another week. Okay, good. I got it. Then next thing I knew, I was casting for it. Where before I didn't even have, all I had was a good script. All I had was a good script and that people liked, and they read it, and they were like, man, this is dope. I know, Sharice. And then she was like, I love it. I want to cast it, to help you cast it. I wasn't ready. So I got ready. Next thing I knew, she was casting it. So she had already helped me, right? And then so when I went to Kev, and then Kev wanted to do the movie, Kev was like, what do I got to do? I was like, we got to talk to Cindy. Talk to Cindy. Cindy's going to help you cast it. All right. Then the next thing we knew, Miss Cindy was helping them cast it. And that's why she was such a big part of everything that we did. But we opened my mouth and she helped us do everything. And she passed away a couple weeks ago, and it hurt us, man, because the people that we connected with LA, Pastor Torrey Roberts at One Church, man, he was a blessing to us, gave anything that we needed. Anything, whatever you guys need, let us know. And it wasn't cool. It was part of who we were, but you know what? All we had to do was open our mouth and speak what we needed and ask a question. And next thing you knew, we were getting blessed. The things that we needed, God connected us to. He had already had us connected. We didn't even know. Sometimes you look at somebody and be like, man, I didn't know you did that the whole time. The whole time that's what you did? I didn't even know you did that. And people be doing that, and then next thing you know, they right there, they're helping you, and then y'all working hand in hand together. Miss Cindy didn't want to, but she played, and I thank God for this, man, because it's so surreal. She played a role in Flawed that she did not want to play, but she was like, I don't know. And I said, I would really love if you did it. I would really love if you did this part for me. And she did it for me. And it's just, I'll always remember that, because when I go back and watch Flawed, I'll always remember. She passed away. She passed away unexpectedly a couple weeks back. And so the people that we already needed were already there. They were already there. They were out there. They were already with us. You know what I mean? I'm looking for Flawed right now. I'm looking for it online. I just can't think of the link right now. I'm trying to show you guys. If you go to Vimeo, it's on Vimeo.com. Vimeo.com/flawed. That's where it is. Hold on. I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, there it is. Vimeo.com/ondemand/flawed. And so that's where you can watch Flawed. And so I just want to tell you guys, man, listen, because shout out to our music pastor here, because knew we didn't have, because is a sound engineer like nobody's business. He's a sound engineer like nobody's business. And because, man, no, seriously, bro, because I called because I was having sound issues with Flawed, man. And I called because I said, because I need some help. He said, say no more. He said, say no more. And he took Flawed and he broke it. He broke it. It just as the Lord did his body. And he blessed it. And we drank of his blood. Nah, man, he went in there and he said, Jay, don't even worry about it. And he took it and he blessed it, man. And that's just my friend, man. He was my friend, man. Just be my friend. And it's these people in the industry, man, and in your field, they're already with you. That's right. God provides provision for the vision. If he gave it to you, he's going to work it out through you. He's going to work it out, man. It's already around you. A lot of time people see the end result and all they see is movie, film done. How am I going to do it? I don't even have a camera. I don't even have a camera. I didn't have music. I didn't have anything. We didn't have anything but just a thought to do it. And all the provision was set around us, man. And when we started opening our mouth and talking to people, and people just started yes. Because you know what actors needed? There's a lot of black actors, and not just black. There's a lot of actors and actresses in LA that wish they could work, wish they had something to put their talent into, wish they would stop getting turned down in auditions, wished they just wanted something to work in, something to be able to show their skills in. And these people are good. Wish. So for me, they were a godsend. To them, I was a godsend. Because they don't write, they don't direct, they don't produce. And they just wanted to be able to show their talent and ability. That's all they wanted to do. That's it. And so if you would just open your mouth and say, people would be like, yo, I would love to do that. I would love the opportunity to be able to do that. I would love the opportunity to be able to work on a film or a TV show or I would love the opportunity. I would love the opportunity. And we gave them opportunities and they gave me an opportunity just to work with us. That's it, man. That's it. And I'm telling you, man, there's so many talented people in the Los Angeles. I mean, all over the world. All over the world. There's so many people out there that are great at what they do. And there's so many people out there that can help your situation or your cause, your nonprofit, your business, your team, your whatever it is that you're doing. There's so many people that are already surrounded around you, man. You just got to open your mouth and talk, speak it, have faith to go out and do it. And you know what? Stop being scared to fail. Stop being scared to fail. And if it doesn't look the way that you wanted it to look, just go with it, because God has a certain thing that he's trying to do with it. Just keep doing what you're doing. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Somebody else, Anitra, our line producer for both of these films. Man, when I tell you Anitra, how do we meet Anitra? We went and met with these people that wanted to work with us. We needed a line producer. And a line producer, let me tell you about me and Kev. Me and Kev are great at making story, doing all that kind of stuff. But there's something when you're the creative person, it's hard to be the administration person too. And we needed somebody to play that role for us in the industry level way. And we ran into Anitra, man, and she just wanted to work. She just wanted to do it. And she is like, oh my God, Anitra Lawson, man. She was outstanding. Outstanding. She teaches film at Compton Community College in the hood. She brought kids from Compton Community College that needed intern work. So what she did is she allowed them to come. If I would allow them to come do some interning on set, she would come help me in line produce. Do you see how that worked? And she line produces like, man, listen, she's a regular line producer for anything on TV that you can see. That's the level that she does it at. And so we needed interns. We needed help. And so they got their hours for school. I got a legit line producer. Kev got a legit line producer. And then what do you know? Line producing is the person that keeps all the schedule. Her name is Anitra Lawson. keeps all the scheduling, make sure everybody's there, make sure everybody's in place. All the daily stuff, what we're shooting today, almost like your assistant coach gives you all your paperwork. This is what we're doing. This is what's happening. This is what's going on. You need to be back on set right now. That's her. She's the one. When I'm saying, hey, we should do this, she's saying, no, we can't do that, Jay. This is right. This is why, because X, Y, Z. And you'd be like, you know what? Anitra said no, it's no. She's the boss. She's the boss's boss. I'm telling you, she's a savage beast, man. And so we were blessed with her, man, to be able to pull this off. And so what you guys are watching, man, you guys are watching a lot of people's creative talent come together. That's why you see credits in movies are so long, because so many people are coming in. So many people are coming in to help. And you got to understand, sometimes we're so closed-minded to our vision, and we limit it to only a couple people that we like and we want to deal with, and we won't open it up because we're so scared of losing it. And you won't use it. Listen, Ryan Silvestri, don't come in here talking crazy, man. We in here talking good stuff. Don't come in here blowing up my Periscope, bruh. I don't appreciate that. We're so scared. We're so scared to let it go because we think somebody's going to try to take it and run with it. But if God gave it to you, it's for you. And sometimes you need to let things open up out of your hands so people can take parts of it and run with it. And they can help carry your vision out. They can help carry your vision out. One thing we learned from Justin Omeka, when we first did our first play ever at the University of Washington, Kevin and I won a playwriting contest. And when we won that play, we wrote playwriting contest, the university produced the play. That was what you got to win. Okay, what you got to win. All right, you won them producing your play. So we had never really done it on that level, like university level. They have like UW was ranked number 4 in their professional actors training degree. There's master's program ranked 4th in the nation. And so to win that and be able to do it on that level, we were like, dang, we just wrote this. We didn't know, right? So one thing we learned from him was that he said, listen, you're not going to be able to do everything yourself. You can't write, direct, act, do the wardrobe, run the lights, run the sounds. You can't do everything. You can't do the band. You can't do it all. So you have to surround yourself by great people and give them pieces of your vision and let them run with it. And when they run with your vision, they'll take it further than you can take it sometimes, because that's their area of expertise. You cannot be afraid to let pieces of your vision go so people can run with your vision, not take it and spin it, run with your vision and make it even better than what you thought. Let them work in their area of expertise and let them do what they do best. Because if you allow them to do that, they're going to come back to you. And it's going to be better than you could have done it. Because I guarantee you, if we would have just done it, if we would have just done it, us doing everything, it wouldn't have been as good as you guys just saw. Let them run. Don't be so scared to give your stuff away. Now, I'm not talking about just give it to any old body. I'm talking about people that you know, trust, have an expertise in the area, understand, they're vetted. And I'm not just talking about every Tom, Dick, and Harry. I'm not talking about that. But after you prayed and cried and you asked God to bless you and do all this stuff, if you just sit down and expect it to show up at your doorstep, you might as well just keep sitting there, because it's not going to come. It's not just going to show up at your doorstep. You got to walk out that door and start knocking on doors, talking to people, letting them know what you're going to do. You can't be scared. Go get it. It's for you. He wants you to have, he wouldn't have gave you the idea. He wouldn't have gave you the thoughts. He wouldn't have gave you all that he gave you, right? unless he was going to bless you with it. You think God's going to show you all these dreams and visions of all this stuff that you want to do, all this stuff to just let you see it in front of you and then you not be able to grasp it? Do you really believe that? Do you believe that that's what kind of God we serve? That he's going to give you these dreams and visions and all this stuff that's in your heart that you're passionate about, and he's going to show it all to you, and then he just not going to let you touch it? You think that? You think that's the kind of God you serve? He loves you. We're his children. My son, he asked me for any and everything. Any and everything, man. And if my son asks me for it, Dad, can I have something to eat? I feed him. Dad, can I get that game? Sometimes I don't have the money to get it. But you know what I say to myself? My son wants that game, and I'm going to go get it for him. Somehow, some way, I'm going to save up my money and go give it to him. My son wants that hat. My son wants those shoes. My son wants to do this. That's the same way. Our God knows that. He knows. It's the same thing. And it's not that you're just trying to get something. Sometimes it's not, oh, I'm not begging to be this to have the money. The thing about it is, once you understand, you got to understand that he's blessing you to be a blessing to others. He's not blessing you just to have houses, cars, and money and stuff, and for you to not bless somebody else. That's what he's blessing you for. That's what he's giving you this stuff for. That's what it's for. So when the same people that Kev blessed to make the movie with, now they have stuff. Now they have stuff that they can work with. They have reels. They have reels. They have experience. They have something they got on film to show somebody. They got an opportunity. It blesses on down the line. There it is, resume. That's what I was looking for. Thank you, church. I'm telling you, man. So he gives you these things, and you have to go out there. And here's the thing. This is the last thing I want to say. Don't get weary in well doing. Keep your hand to the plow. And what I say is this. We've been doing this. We've been going hard at this. What year is this? This is 2015. This is 2015. We've been going hard at this since 2002. We've been wanting to make movies since then, 2002, 2003. That's when we wanted to make movies and films and do that stuff. We didn't do it for the first time since we didn't start filming that stuff till 2014. Catch that. And you know what he had to do? What we had to do is we had to start writing. We had to start being in shows, doing our own shows, messing up, burning through money. We had to burn through money to learn how to keep money. We had to get a bad contract to understand a good contract. We had to have a show with no people show up to understand how to promote a little bit better. We had to have sorry musicians to realize we needed to go pay some good musicians. We had to have terrible actors to realize we had to pay some better actors. We had to, do you understand what I'm saying? And it took years of that process. We had to grow as men. We had to grow as performers. We had to grow as just people that are trying to do it. Script writers. Man, our first script that we put together was in the wrong format. We had to learn the right format. If we want to be in Hollywood, how we writing stuff, we don't even have the Hollywood format down. You understand what I'm saying? We had to learn all those things. So in order for us to get to where we are now, we had to go through all those stuff through all those years. And then here's the other thing that we learned during that time. A lot of times in people in our shoes, they be like, you know what they say? Man, you need to just give it to Tyler. Get to Tyler, and Tyler gonna work with y'all, and Tyler gonna bless y'all, and y'all gonna mess with Tyler Perry and do all that stuff. You know what? That would be great. I ain't gonna lie. It'd be great to work with Tyler Perry, Oprah, Steve Harvey, all those people. It'll be good. But you know what's better? Being able to make it and knowing without a shadow of a doubt that God's the only one that did it. A lot of times you be wanting to give stuff to somebody else so they can do it because their platform is great. It's not about that. God Anytime we've tried, I'm going to tell you this, anytime that we have tried to give our stuff to somebody and they do something with it, it has never worked. Never worked. Listen what I'm telling you. Anytime that we have said, here's our stuff, take it in and can you help us get to the next level? It has never worked. Let me tell you when it's always worked for the playmakers, Jason, Kevin, Anthony, individually, us collectively. When we said, let's just go out there and do it. That's when we got the opportunity to do the stuff that we do. Everything that we have, without a shadow of doubt, was given to us by no one but God. No one. No one can say, oh man, they ran into so-and-so 4 years ago, and ever since then, they ran into this person ever since then. Never. Never has it worked. But when we applied our faith to a situation and we said, you know what? You know what? We got this little camera. We got this editing equipment. And we're able to write these stories. Lord, we give you what we have. You're just going to do what you're going to do. When we've done that, that's when the floodgates have been open for us. So stop trying to run yourself and go on every Tyler Perry portion. Tyler, I got a story for you. Tyler don't care. He don't care about that. I got a story for you. I just want to act. Just give me an opportunity to act. You want to act? Go act. Go to your local theater, your local playhouse, and go in there and say, I want to act. And can you help me? And take you some classes and start reading scripts and watch movies and watch how they work and watch YouTube videos and learn. Stop waiting on these people that you think are going to just give you a platform it's not going to work like that. That's not how the industry works. You know how we will eventually work with Tyler Perry? It'll be something he'd be like, you know what? Tyler, you got to collab with these guys because they're doing this and you're doing that and it'll be great together. That's how it will work. We will already have our own platform doing our own thing and it'll come along where we work together. And so you have to go through your process. You have to go through your process because if you don't, you won't become what he wants you to become. You see these dreams and visions. There's a way you have to get there. Sometimes you look at these stories in the Bible, and the Israelites were in the wilderness for 40-something years. 40 years to 40. How long are you in the wilderness? How are you in the wilderness that long? But they had to go through whatever process that they had to go through. Look what happened when Moses left Egypt. How long it took before Moses to become the Moses that went back and challenged Pharaoh. It wasn't like he just went there and then overnight. The Lord had to deal with him on a lot of different things and make him the man that he needed to become. So then now I'm the Moses that can stand up strong, go into this Pharaoh's face and be like, Lord, let my people go. That's right. That took 40 years to 40 years. I'm not even 40 years old yet. That's right. Look at Joseph, had to go through slavery, lied on. All that stuff. He had to go through jail. All kinds of stuff that you have to go through to become. So I'm asking you, what is God doing in your life that you are becoming? What are you becoming? What are you becoming? Are you a next pastor, preacher? What are you becoming? Are you the next great wife? The next great cook? What are you becoming? Are you the next great producer? You the next great movie maker? What are you becoming? Are you becoming the next general manager of this business? What are you becoming? What is God doing? What is God doing in your life that you are becoming? What are you becoming? I'm asking, what are you becoming? Think about it. What are you becoming? It takes time for you to become. That didn't just happen. What are you becoming? What is he telling you to do? What is he tugging? What is he tugging on your heart to do? What are you becoming? Come on. What are you becoming? And it's a process. It's a process. You have to understand that you're becoming a producer. Amen. God bless you. Go through the process. Trust it. What are you becoming? It doesn't mean you're not gonna you gotta become, man. Go through your stuff. Go through your stuff, man, and become whatever it is. And then tonight you'll have a night like Kev had tonight. Preach at my church. Yeah, whatever. You know what, man? People always say that to me, man. You should preach, you should do this. A chef on TV, building a brand to bless people. You're becoming that. If God wants me to preach, I told somebody this the other week. Whatever, man. I ain't gonna not do it. I used to be like, man, I ain't no preacher, I ain't no pastor, I ain't no this, man. But whatever God wants me to do, that's where I'm at in my life. Whatever, man. Whatever. Whatever. What are you becoming, man? All things work together for the good. All things work together for the good. All the things that you went through, man. Man, my homegirl told a story of her life the other night and the things that she went through and the things she's done, the things that she's done, and all that stuff, man. You think it's bad, and some of the stuff is bad. Some of the stuff isn't great, but the fact that you went through it, and the fact that you lived it. It's your experience, man, that's going to teach you. It's going to bless others. So count it all joy, man. Even the stuff that hurts, man. Even those nights where you cried and you were hurt and you're wondering why you're going through this. You know why you're going through this? Part of it is because when you come out of that, you're going to be able to look at that person that's going through the same thing or a similar thing and hug them and cry with them and go through it with them, because you know what? Nobody was there to do it for you, and you're able to do it for somebody else because you know how it feels and you know what it's like. You're able to empathize with somebody else. So don't just count it all joy, your life experiences, man, and your mistakes and everything. That's why I'm not like happy of all the things that I've done wrong, but I thank God, man, because at the end of the day, everything that I've been through, I can use it now to be able to help somebody else. So what are you becoming? What are you becoming in your career? What are you I just want to know, what are you becoming? What are you becoming? What are you becoming, man? I just want you, and if you're becoming something, become it. Don't be afraid to embrace it. Embrace the process. Embrace the ups. Embrace the downs. Embrace the wanting to quit. You guys don't realize, man. Right before we went on YouTube, Jason, said, I told Kevin Anthony, because we had done all the plays, which is why we're called the Playmakers, because we write plays, and we were doing plays. Thought we were going to be touring the country doing plays, just like Tyler Perry. I told them, I said, we've done this, we've tried, it's not happening. It's not going anywhere. It's not doing anything, man. We're doing great, but I'm tired of going to these shows and people are loving our work. We go to these shows, man, and then we're so high on Friday and Saturday, and then on Monday we're back at work. And we're back at these jobs that we don't want to be at, and we're back doing this stuff that we hate. And I can't do it no more, man. I was drained emotionally. I've been so hurt emotionally from going through all this stuff, because when you want something so bad and it's not going, you're just like, man, I can't do it no more. And I told them guys, man, I was dead serious. I said, I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it no more. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I'm gonna just focus on business. I'm gonna go and open these barbershops across the nation. I said, I'm done, man. I'll help you guys when I can help, but I'm focusing on something else. And both Kevin and talked to me, Kev too, and he said, we should try YouTube. He said, we should try YouTube, man. These people are online and they're doing these videos, man, and maybe we should try to do them too. And I was like, well, I was like, oh, man, YouTube, man, we don't even got no followers, man. We had like 75 followers we had 75 subscribers at the time. And we had tried some YouTube stuff before, and it just wasn't working. And we were just like, man, and I was like, oh, you know what? And then for the sake of it, I said, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. And so the next week, we used Aunt's dad's church, right? Used Aunt's dad's church. And we didn't know how to edit. We all we had is a camera, and we knew how to perform, and we could create because we've done live shows. We were on the stage, guys. And so we knew how to captivate a crowd like that. And so we just said, that first night we filmed, I've told this story a lot. First night we filmed, the first 2 videos we ever made on YouTube when people started figuring out who we were was Stuff Black Parents Say and Stuff Black Church Girls Say. Filmed those the first 2 nights. Put that up. We filmed it on a Monday, put it up on a Tuesday. They both went viral. And the rest is history. The rest is history. And from there, man, so that whole time about becoming, I didn't know that the whole time, all those years of performing on stage, all those years of making live audiences laugh, all those years of understanding church, growing up in church the way we did, all those years clowning after church with my family, mimicking people with my family, understanding church, just learning as a kid, all those stuff that God was putting inside of me because one day he wanted me to become online. And if I had quit, if I had aborted the process, if I got weary in well-doing, if I had stopped putting my hand to the plow, you understand? If I had stopped doing that, I wouldn't be talking to you today. And that's real talk. So what are you becoming?